Spoken idioms in action. Number 2, learning English through pictures. Here's a preview of today's 10 idioms. Alright, first of all, our first idiom here is in a manner of speaking. Now, when you're talking about something in a manner of speaking, you're saying that, you're saying it as in a way suggesting that what you have just said is kind of slightly unusual. It's like a yes, but you have to mention that it's quite a little unusual, like unpractical too. What sort of party is it? Is it a birthday party? Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. Sarah's birthday was 2 months ago in September, but she was working as a nanny in the USA at the time. Wait, is this Britain? Now she's come back, so this is a welcome home party and a belated birthday party. That's quite nice of them. Alright, next up is like put something in a nutshell. This is quite my favorite idiom of all time. Well, one of my favorite idioms. You can have multiple favorite idioms. Mainly because one of my favorite YTers are going ahead, like YouTubers, are call themselves in a nutshell. Also, they call themselves the German in a nutshell, like Grüß Gott in a nutshell in German. Wonder why all German people are using English. Regardless, here we go. In a nutshell, in very few words. It means in a very few words. You can summarize something in very few words. How much longer will he go on? The chairman never uses one word when he can use 10. You've done what he can't do. What's that? You put the problem in a nutshell. That's quite good, honestly. That's a pretty good skill too. Now, our next one is in any case. Like, in any case means regardless of what happens, you're going to have to do something, regardless of what happens. What are you looking for? My pen. Don't worry about a pen, I can lend you one. Thanks, but I have to find this pen in any case. Why? Is it special? It's gold and it used to belong to my father. If it's gold, how expensive is that pen? Now, I'm supposed to be teaching you guys about this, but I am just commenting on these comics as well, so it's my reaction time too. I'm a terrible teacher, aren't I? Regardless, so here we go. Our fourth idiom here is in dribs and drabs. In dribs and drabs, it means you're coming in like in small numbers and quantities and at different times too. Welcome to XYTV's national election coverage. People have been coming to vote in dribs and drabs since early morning. It is now 5 p.m. and people are starting to come home from work. In an hour from now, the situation will be very different. Now, obviously, I just told you what dribs and drabs mean. Dribs and drabs literally means like people coming in small amounts at quantities and at different times too. Alright, next up is in my view. In my view means like in my perspective, in my opinion, what I think too. When you say in my view or in my opinion, you're saying that you're stating that something that you possibly believe. That's a very close finish. What do you think won, John? In my view, number 4 was just ahead. What do you think, Frank? I'm pretty sure it was number 5. You're both right, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it was dead heat. So, are they going to have to run again? Probably. Alright, next up is in private. When you're doing something in private, or in public, I suppose. In private, in public, it's like you do something where everyone can see or hear you. As if you're doing something in private, it's only where like a certain amount of people that you selected can see or hear you. Like, alright, let's start off with this comic too. Maggie used to singing in private for her family and friends. Like, when you're doing something in private, you're going ahead and you're, like, only doing it for, in this case, her family and friends. She's always wondered what it would be like to sing for a bigger audience. Now she's going to be singing in public for the very first time. Now in public. This time she's going ahead and singing to everyone in the audience, which includes strangers. But of course, all her friends and family will be in the audience as well. This is quite a nice stage, if you ask me. Alright, next up we have in the long run. Now, in the long run, it means that, well, over a long period of time, in the future, over a long period of time, in the long run, it's best to buy a quality product, or in the long run, it's best to go ahead and buy something that will last longer and won't wear down. That means, like, it's better to buy something like that instead of buying something else. Here we go. Brian was pleased with himself. Brian has returned. Hooray. He thought he saved a lot of money by buying a cheaper television set. Unfortunately, 2 years later, his set broke down and he had to buy a new one. Okay, 2 years? Just 2 years is not that bad for a television set, in my opinion. Obviously, television sets should last longer. This television set I had is now like 8 years old, but I suppose it will break down soon. Unfortunately, it still hasn't. In the long run, it usually pays you to buy a good quality product. 10 years warranty. Yeah, it's better than 2 years, I suppose. Buying something in 10 years for like something you'll use for 10 years is better than buying something you will have to buy again in 2 years. Alright, next up is in the news. Now, when you say someone is in the news or something is in the news, you're saying that someone is literally in the news, like someone is in public media. Your brother Henry is in the news again. Why, he's not in trouble, is he? Not at all. Martin, come and see your Uncle Henry. Martin's like, oh, hero Henry saves girl from drowning. Yeah, that works out really well. This is quite the classic storyline of a damsel in distress. Seriously though. Alright, next up we have It Beats Me. Now when something beats you, you're going ahead, and it's an informal way of saying, I don't understand this. Like, it beats me how to even think of these questions. That's a little foreshadowing for you. Question 19. What is twice half 7? 7. I literally started the answer quickly. It beats me how to sync up these questions. Next question. What beats me is how people work out the answers. You can't work out what half twice 7 is? Alright. What's twice of half of 7? It's just this. These cancel each other out, so it's 7. Alright, next up, it's this idiom. I told you so. I wouldn't taste that yet. If I were you, it's very hot. It'll be alright if I blow on it. I told you so. Yeah, it's quite good too. I told you so. It is quite hot. Soup is quite hot when you just freshly made it. It informed you that this would happen. When you say, I told you so, it's like an informed way of saying, I told you this would happen. Alright, and that is the end of today's episode. And this is the preview of the next set of lists. I hope to see you guys then. Until next time, Shana, peace. Bye-bye.